Okay, we're continuing our exploration of this bottom tray. Before we continue to move on to the right, I want to just talk a little bit about selecting items. So let me bring my pen up. Let me just write, a pretty simple word. Let's just say math. I'm going to do a math lesson today. And to select that word, to select any text, all you have to do is just tap on it. And when you tap on it, you'll get those little blue lines around the edges there. And you can actually do a few things with it. You can manipulate it and move it. So say I want to place that somewhere else on my canvas. I'm just using my finger. So I'm tapping with my finger here because if I tapped with my pen, that would make an ink blot. But I can move it around. I can pinch and zoom just like you would on a smartphone to kind of zoom in and out or to rotate it. So you have a lot of options there. You also have another menu that pops up. So notice this little magic wand. That is called the Ink Beautification Tool. So if I tap that, it's going to actually stylize that a little bit, usually in my case, a little bit more legibly for students, which is pretty good if you're writing something, fast and you want to just see if the AI can kind of take care of that for you. Another thing I can do if I select that is change the color after the fact. So let's say, I wanted that word to be pink. I can change colors after the fact. I can also copy it. So those two papers, copy it. And once it's copied, you can paste it to any Google Doc or any other application that accepts pastes, an email client or anything like that. Or I can delete it that way, which is sort of another shortcut from erasing it. Under this ellipsis menu, I can just cut it, or I can give this alt text. So what alternative text is text that programs for the visually impaired would use to actually be able to read this out loud. So, if a student wasn't able to actually see this whiteboard, you could add alternative text to some of the elements in it, and the student could actually have it written, or it's spoken to them through their program that they would use. So, pretty neat feature for access there. So one way I would use this, so I feel like this could actually be pretty powerful in, let's say a primary grade, and I'm just going to write a simple sentence. Let's say the dog jumped over the fence. So I've got a sentence here. If you want students to identify, nouns or verbs or anything, you can just say, okay, identify the nouns in this sentence, and I can select dog and then just color it, right? And make my nouns red. So dog and fence here in this case would become red. So lots of applications that you'll probably think of too, but I wanted to show just how you can edit color after the fact and copy anything you've done as well.